session, our state FFA officers provide reflections to help members understand our purpose in FFA. The basic beliefs of the FFA members are outlined in our FFA Creed. To provide reflections on the impact the FFA Creed has had on themselves and others, please help me in welcoming Ryan Messner, Allyson Smith, Sarah Bastin, and Ashlee Jones.
He gets up before the dawn, packs a lunch and a thermos full of coffee. It's another day in the dusty haze, those burning rays are wearing down his body. And diesel's worth the price of gold, it's the cheapest grain he's ever sold. But he's still holding on. He just takes the tractor another round and pulls the plow across the ground and sends up another prayer. He says, Lord, I never complain, I never ask why. Please don't let my dreams run dry.
I believe in the future of agriculture, with a faith born not of words, but of deeds. Achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturalists, with a promise of better days through better ways, even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggles of former years. There's a man that lives not too far from here. He lives in a big white house with a great big red barn. He produces your food and provides for your future. His hands may be calloused, his back may be sweaty. The overalls in which he wears may be grease-stained. But he does not only believe in me, but he believes in you. You represent him. He knows no more than farrowing sows and pushing plows. But he believes that one day you will stand up for him. I believe, do you?
I believe that determination starts from a dream. Whether you're reaching for the stars or if you're looking to reach this very stage at the 85th Missouri FFA Convention, we've all witnessed joys and discomforts of working towards our dream. It means staying and fighting for a cause, and the act of never giving up on what you believe is great work. When we were little, we used to all test the human possibility of flight. When I was little, I used to climb up on the shed behind our barn, jumping off thinking that if I believed hard enough, I could fly. No matter how many times I would dream and pray of soaring across that field, I would always land with a hard hit upon the ground. In 1903, the Wright brothers took flight for the very first time, bringing a sense of hope and astonishment around the world. By never giving up on a simple childhood dream, they changed the world. John Quincy Adams once said that when your actions inspire others to learn more, dream more, do more, become more, that's what makes you a leader. See, determination is what stands between the impossible and the possible. When failure is not an option and you're fighting for a promise. No one ever said it was going to be easy, and you're challenged to work harder than ever before. For I hold an inborn fondness for those who are willing to test the battle lines, which, even in hours of discouragement, I cannot deny.
From a young age, my Nanny and Pappy have always taught me to believe. Not only to believe in myself, but that I would always have them there to believe in me as well. Between the two of them, I have not only had that person who would always be there to have my back, but two great role models who have taught me the meaning of hard work and having a passion for the things that you love in life. I can't remember a time that my nanny wasn't up at the crack of dawn with breakfast and coffee on the table, waiting for my pappy before he went to do the morning farm chores. I've watched my whole life as my nanny poured out her heart to take care of our family. From my brother and I as little children before we even started school, to my now 40-year-old dad who knows every Saturday morning, and probably the other 6 days of the week, that there will always be biscuits and gravy waiting for us on the table. Now, my pappy, there was never a day too rainy, too windy, too hot, or too cold that would stop him from doing his work on the farm. I remember many of days and nights that I watched as he bottle-fed calves, fertilized fields, cut, raked, baled, and hauled hay, took feed to even the furthest of pastures, and checked every animal on his farm, no matter how long it took. His work ethic is my inspiration. Because no matter what, he was going to work hard. And I know that no matter what, he would do whatever it took. By combining their hard work and having a passion for the things that they loved, they made a greater impact on my life than they will ever know. And today and every day, I encourage you to work efficiently and think clearly with as much knowledge and skill as you can secure, and pour out your heart into the things that you love, because you never know whose life you will make that impact on.
I learned at a young age how important it is to work for what you want. Growing up, I had the great opportunity to watch someone who exemplified that perfectly. She was my inspiration. I would aspire to be her someday, and we would become closer and closer as she would become my best friend. She had a passion for everything in life and always did her best in everything that she did. Kathy was born with a passion, just like all of us in this room. She was born with a passion to care for her family, but most importantly, her children. Her freshman year, after graduating high school, just as most did, Kathy decided to attend college. So, along with her fiance, Kathy and Brent both attended State Fair Community College in Sedalia, Missouri. Kathy decided that she wanted her major to be nursing because it was something that she had always wanted. The first semester went by and everything was going great. And it was time to start their second semester in college. But Kathy found out she was pregnant. So both Kathy and Brent decided it was best to return to college later and get full-time jobs so that they could supply for that baby that needed them so much. A couple months after giving birth to this child that would change their lives forever, Kathy was faced with another challenge. In the course of 6 years, she would have 3 children and then decide to return back to college, knowing that her children needed her. She returned to State Fair and finished her LPN degree, and then was faced with another life obstacle that would hold her back, most would think. She was pregnant again, but decided to apply for the RN program and gave birth to a little baby girl, her fourth child, the first day of RN school, and returned on the fourth day. Kathy had a passion for life, for caring for people, and for caring for her family, just as all of us in this room have a huge passion for agriculture. Remember, everyone is watching you, aspiring your passions, for whether it be agriculture or something else. Just as I watched Kathy, most people call her Kathy, but I just call her Mom.
I believe that American agriculture can
and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life.
And that I can exert an influence in my home and community,
which will stand solid for my part
in that inspiring task.